2 New South Wales Rural Fire Service volunteer firefighters have died after their truck rolled in Sydney's southwest. The truck is believed to have hit a tree before rolling off the road at Buxton. The driver and front passenger died at the scene. 3 other passengers were injured and treated by paramedics. And an emergency warning is in place for the Green Wattle Creek fire burning southwest of Sydney. Residents in Nattai, Pheasants Nest, Buxton, Thirlmere, Tahmoor, Bargo and Yanderra should seek shelter as it's too late to leave. The fire is more than 167,000 hectares in size and is out of control. At least 20 homes are said to have been destroyed. The Gospers Mountain blaze in the Hawkesbury area is also at emergency level. The out-of-control fire is burning on multiple fronts and is now more than 427,000 hectares in size. Residents in Bell, Clarence, Dargan and the Darling Causeway, Bilpin, Mount Wilson, Mount Irvine should be aware that it is too late to leave. There are more than 100 blazes burning across the state, which is currently under a 7-day state of emergency. Danica DiGiorgio has more.
An ominous sight as a red inferno engulfs the town of Bargo. Flared by strong winds, the fire takes hold. Residents forced to make a choice, stay and defend or leave.
Here with pots and pans and we're just putting some water and protecting the homes.
Everything, memories, the whole lot. You can't replace it, but at the end of the day, our lives are more important.
At least 20 homes confirmed lost in the area.
The first 20 homes we got advice from are confirmed reports. The second 20 are still unconfirmed. It could be slightly less or slightly more. We won't know that until a bit later on.
It was a day of chaos across the state. Crews stretched as more and more fires broke out under difficult conditions.
You got sufficient resources? We're doing the best we can.
In the afternoon, a strong southerly change pushed the blaze towards Tahmoor, its coal mine in the path of the out-of-control Green Wattle Creek blaze. The Hume Highway brought to a standstill. Firefighters were injured at Bargo, 3 of them suffering serious burns. In Balmoral, this truck was engulfed with a crew inside.
Just really hot, everybody takes precautions, get back to the truck, put spray bars on, put yourself in a safe spot and, just wait till it goes over.
We hate this to happen, but in a way that's what we train for. But when it happens, you only hope that everything works.
In the Blue Mountains, 20-metre high flames sparked an emergency.
It's burning on multiple fronts, and that's one of the key challenges for us, is getting a crews to get around it, using the aircraft as best we can. The challenge that we're faced with is, how large the Blue Mountains are, how big the Gospers fire is.
Farmers joined forces with firefighters to desperately fight the Gospers Mountain mega fire. The New South Wales Premier has declared a state of emergency, giving the Rural Fire Service extraordinary powers.
For the next 7 days. As you are aware, this is the second state of emergency we've declared since the fires commenced in July.
2,500 fire crews supported by 100 aircraft are attacking the fires before conditions are tipped to worsen on Saturday.
Please reassess everybody's travel arrangements, your travel movements. If you're driving on the roads anywhere in the vicinity of some of these fires, please check the apps, please check the information you're receiving. Do not risk it.
Danica DiGiorgio, Sky News.
Well, for more on the fires now, we are joined on the line by New South Wales RFS spokesman Greg Allen. Greg, thanks for joining us at the moment. I know you're very busy, but can you outline your concerns for the days ahead?
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Today we do have 100 fires burning, as has been mentioned. Today we are seeing some reprieve from the extraordinary conditions that we experienced yesterday, but we are gearing up for what will deteriorate again tomorrow with those high temperatures, very strong winds and the low humidity. So it's very important that our local crews today are preparing for what's to come tomorrow, but residents should be preparing as well and not going anywhere near bushland if they don't have to. We're likely to see severe, possibly extreme fire danger for many parts of the state. As I said, high temperatures and strong winds will fuel these fires that are already burning. The statewide total fire ban continues through until midnight tomorrow night, so we don't want to see any new fire in the landscape.
Could it be potentially worse than yesterday, Greg?
Well, there is the possibility that could happen. We could see more fires elevate to the emergency warning level, and unfortunately we could see more property impacted. We don't have the total number of homes that may have been impacted by fire yesterday. We'll have our teams on the ground when safe to do so to take stock and survey the area. But certainly this season we've already seen more than 770 homes unfortunately destroyed, which is record-breaking.
Greg, can you take us on the ground and give us a sense of what it is like for the firefighters at the moment to experience what is going on? I mean, for the rest of us, we really can only we get caught up by the smoke and whatnot that's around the Sydney Basin at the moment. For those who aren't in the fire zone, can you tell us the difficulties that the firefighters are facing and just how tough it is?
Yeah, Peter, as you mentioned, in the Greater Sydney region, of course, the smoke has been impacting, unfortunately, a lot of people for quite some time. Communities across the coast, in the north and elsewhere across the state have been experiencing the smoke impact for a number of weeks, if not months, all the way back through to August and July. But, of course, our firefighters on the fire ground are right there amongst the action, right in the thick of it, so to speak, with the flames, with the smoke. It's hot, it's dirty work, and it's work that will continue for some time. So they're putting in whatever effort they have to continue to slow the spread of fire, to protect communities. It's an amazing effort considering our firefighters are volunteers, very professional, highly skilled, but working with our partner agencies, Fire and Rescue New South Wales, National Parks, Forestry, of course the SES and police, interstate and overseas agencies assisting. It's hard, it's very dirty work, as I said, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done over the next couple of weeks and months.
Yeah, it's a big effort, isn't it, Greg? A lot of resources, as you mentioned. You know, it's not every year that you get so much help from the overseas firefighters as well. Can you recall a season that's has been as bad as this one so far?
Oh, look, I can't. I know that obviously last season we did, of course, send our professional firefighters overseas to assist in Canada, the US and interstate down to Tasmania. So we were sending firefighters away. This season, it just shows you the magnitude of what we're dealing with, that we're accepting the help of those specialists that are coming from overseas this season. Currently, there's around 2,000 personnel in the field. Unfortunately, fires don't work business hours. So 24/7, our crews are out there doing what they can to protect communities.
Yeah, and also they'll be out there fighting fires more than likely when the rest of us are, you know, gearing up for Christmas celebrations, and they'll be on the front lines.
It is the time of year, and of course, for everyone who is travelling for Christmas or New Year, please download the Fires Near Me New South Wales app. Keep that information in your pocket, and please stay safe over the coming weeks.
Okay, Greg Allen, appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us.